All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Round 5 begins, and we have a special treat for you. Because if you've watched the channel before, if you've watched my PQ coverage, my regional coverage, watching me play at the house, you've met Ian. In fact, maybe you've watched our podcast. On the Button, by the way. You should go check it out. Ian is a regular on that as well, and he has gotten paired up against another local with whom he has... how would you classify it, Trey?
They are very good friends.
Yes.
But they talk so much
They
smack
talk
to
a
each other.
lot of smack.
We'll play tournaments on Tuesday nights or small tournaments, and they'll be sitting across from the room from each other and just start yelling at each other about how bad the other person is, and I'm just here to beat you. And this is sometimes we're covering this, and this is a planetary qualifier for to go to the whatever this gets you. I don't even know. But sometimes you get to be indulgent by being the ones that do this. So these guys are not – they're both 2-2. They're probably not going to make the top cut. One of them's definitely out after this. But we get to put these two guys on camera and just watch them jab at each. Look at them go. You can even
I
see
haven't
them.
finished setting everything up. My bad. Okay, let's finish the match setup because we've got Palpatine, Colossus.
They're already going. They're not even waiting on us.
Nope. Well, they don't know where we're at, and frankly, it's fine. I'm shocked to see Ian with his Yoda. Like, he'll come and play at my house, on my table, just the two of us, and won't play the Yoda showcase because he's afraid his wife will get mad at him for playing the expensive card.
For putting it in jeopardy.
Sorry. There's your matchup. Okay, let's get into this.
So Ian's my boy, but I got to go with the deck on this one because Palpatine Colossus is what I would be playing if I were in the tournament right now.
This is going to be a riot. All right, so already Ian's up a resource here. Both of these guys playing kind of for the late game. What I can't believe is where are Anthony's Murderer unit cards? Like, I haven't seen them yet.
I don't know. I don't know if this is exactly the list.
Oh,
that
I guarantee it's not.
Or how close it is, but let's see. There's a card that looks like an event, a blue event. I see a couple blue events in his hand. They just kill things. But when you have 35 health to play with, you don't really need to kill the first guy.
Fair point. And yet you did it to me anyway. Because you can.
I could.
Okay, we're going to take down Pershing.
You get one card. One.
Doesn't matter.
No good. I mean, power.
Yeah, that's the one you have to blow immediately. You blow that one immediately because they don't give you a choice.
Good?
Yep. We are not getting it.
But yes, these two guys.
Event, and steal your guy.
Oh, he's got traitors in there?
Anthony's got a traitors in hand.
Of course he does. Now, what I don't know, I'll got a couple of things I got to point out here while I work on getting the ticker bar updated. There's a lot of Yoda in this field today.
Is it doing well?
I'll have to look. I just know that it's a thing. Giovanni, who I had on camera in Denver, we caught him playing Yoda, and I think some of the guys from that part of the world might still be on it, so that might be a thing. But Ian, of course, playing Yoda, and I think there's 4 or 5 in the field, which in an 80-person tournament is still shocking to me.
That phenomenal play.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
You're going to get what? A power of the dark side?
Yeah.
Make it choose.
And get wrecked.
Awesome. I will claim.
Awesome.
Oh, good. Patrollers, huh?
That's interesting.
So Anthony has these cool tokens. They're not as cool as the ones that I make, but they're like thick acrylic. They're kind of cool. They're very hard.
Okay, so the Bright Hope got powered,
see-through,
and then he came in with the Kajimi Patrollers.
So he's going to be like plinking away. Oh, these are things that
these are things that Palpatine can murder.
Yeah, he can throw at people.
Yeah.
Okay.
To draw more cards.
What to start with?
Okay.
So Ian's got it. Ian's going first. Ian with the sexy tokens out there. Gimme!
Oh, he played a Muppet and immediately got
Give me
friggin' traitorist.
Look at that. Ian took.
Flip blind.
What the hell?
He'll kill his own guy.
Ooh, we're going to flip blind. Let's go it.
2.
2.
Not he can kill one of the dinky TIE fighters.
Top one. You know what?
Oh, attack with it first.
Right? Don't you have restore?
Yeah, restore 2.
Okay. Tap 1, tap, swing, draw a card.
Okay.
General's Blade. Okay.
I like it.
Claim.
He's got to kill the Yoda here.
Okay, I'll run it into my own Yoda. Do I get to draw the card, or you get to draw the card?
I'm drawing. You're not getting anything.
Come on.
Look at that. See, this is what we were talking about on the podcast. This deck draws so many cards. It doesn't really care. So that
The Colossus.
Colossus is positioned perfectly to work in some decks like this one.
And the Village Patrollers.
How many are we at now? That was the 6th one?
6-1 what?
6 restores. So we're going to the 7 restore. I'm counting up until Super Laser Blast.
Ian's already at 7. He's going to 8.
Well, I'm just counting up Anthony. When is Anthony going to get to Super Laser Blast?
Should be next.
Not this turn.
Oh no, should be not this turn, but the next turn, I think.
Right.
Yes, as chat points out, these guys are arch enemies across from each other on the table. That is correct.
Absolutely. I don't think either of them minds being 2 and 2 if it puts them in the place to knock the other one out of the tournament.
Nope, they're 100% happy with this plan. In fact, there's a little bit of a grudge match going on because I suspect that whoever does knock the other one out, there's going to be a little bit of smack talk about it for a while. All right, we got the Onyx Brute.
There we go.
7 to
Take
base.
a couple of shots here.
7 to base. Beefy.
Swing. Pop the shield, draw a card.
Okay, we're going to use Palpatine's game text to ping the shield off of the Village Patrollers and restore 2.
I feel like Anthony's hoping Ian just drops a bunch of stuff on the board. Yeah, there you go. That makes Super Laser Blast a fun thing.
6 for a home 1 because of the General's Blade.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done. General's Blade doing some work here, and then off the home 1 restore, we're going to grab the Muppet out of the discard pile.
And he named Super Laser Blast, so he's got to kill that first.
With the Regional Governor. Oh, that's so sexy.
Restore, but I have nothing to restore.
And Anthony had already claimed, hoping to just play the blast.
Does he have it? Can you see it in his hand?
I don't know that he has it. I assume he has it. But now he has to do something to get rid of that.
He's got to do something about this governor.
So he's going to take some punches to the mouth right here.
Ian just sat down and was kind of like, I'm about to get my ass kicked. And I'm watching this game. I'm not convinced, kids. I am not convinced. Ian has a whole bunch of units that all have restore 1 thanks to home 1, but it doesn't matter because he's taken 0 damage on his base. But he's also got a whole bunch of things that can smack. Like he's got 14 damage sitting there just between home 1 and Yoda.
Yeah.
He's got to be feeling pretty good about his life right now.
I think if Anthony can figure out how to kill Yoda and then steal home 1, I think he's fine.
Yeah, well,
I think he doesn't
better get to work.
He doesn't need to play the Super Laser. Yeah, it's got to be now.
He's got a long way to go, kids, because none of these things have
a long way to go. I mean, if he has none
of these things are damaged. Like it's crazy. Well, Yoda is, but that's the one thing he can't. The one thing he can't steal. Okay, we're gonna play another Onyx.
Right. So I feel like that's gonna go after.
Gonna put a ping on home 1. You think?
Yeah, that's gonna go after home 1.
Okay. Well, I better swing in with it now.
Hit the base.
Ian can see it. $17 damage on for Anthony.
There it is.
Okay, we're going to no glory only results the Regional Governor. That's going to clear that up.
Now, if Ian has another Regional Governor in his hand, that's going to make this real tough.
He's only got 2 cards in his hand. He's kind of vomited everything onto the board.
He's going to get one of them back though when Yoda dies. So that's
Yoda's going to swing in for 7 more.
Whew.
We're just biting. We're biting this elephant 1 bite at a time. But there's only 11 health remaining for Anthony after starting on 35.
Is that a Vader?
It wouldn't shock me.
Oh, I think Anthony is afraid to claim here. Because if he claims and Ian throws a regional governor, it's just all over but the crying.
Okay, so we're going to, yep, we're going to fling. So when Palpatine flips out.
Playing it for free out of my hand. Super laser blast.
Yep, that's going to be tough.
Take it.
Yep.
So he stole that.
Okay.
So now Emperor can kill the
Emperor can kill the regional governor.
The regional governor immediately.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. It's large. It's in charge. It must be a Luke. No, it's a U-wing reinforcement. I feel like in Ian's position, I might have held this card.
I would have held onto that card. I think Ian saw the flip and thought that the flip in the steel, and he thought Anthony was going to try and do it without Super Laser Blast.
I think if you go this wide, you're forcing him to do it.
Oh no!
Now remember, Palpatine can't just murder the governor because the village protectors still exist.
Oh, okay. Good call. Oh.
Well, he can only play one of. Aren't they both the same card? Yeah, he can't play
the same card, so he can play one of them.
He can play one of them.
U-wing, 7 or less.
Right.
3 into it.
Nope.
It dies.
Nope. That's not how that works. You have to finish the card.
Well, then they better get a judge because he's actually correct. You choose the units and then you play them out in one at a time.
But the ambush doesn't happen until after you finish playing out the U-wing.
They're going to get a judge on this one.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad they are because I'm actually not confident that this works. I'm pretty sure that he can do it this way. See, you're shaking your head, but I'm pretty sure he can.
So
because
I know what you're saying. You play them individually.
I'm going to mute this and let them work for a minute. But the way I understand this to work, I've actually because I keep seeing U-wing at big events. I have to understand how this card works. When I went and dug this up in the rules clarifications, what it told me was you play the card, you choose all the things you're going to play, you set them aside, you reveal those to your opponent to show that look, these are legal plays for me to make, and then you play them one at a time and fully resolve each of them in turn.
You fully resolve the card you're playing, not any abilities that trigger off of it. You have to finish
ambush triggers off of it. That is a when played trigger.
Right, but you have to finish the card that you're playing, which is U-wing, before you take those ambushes and put them
Well,
there.
Judge agrees with me.
That's not
Seems to be anyhow because it worked.
That is not right.
I think you're wrong.
Claim.
Pass. Wall resource again.
He didn't kill the regional governor.
He couldn't because the
village
village people were in the way.
The village people. All right.
Yep.
You're right.
And so now Yoda has actually the possibility he might be able to cut Palpatine down with that stinking lightsaber. Anthony's on the button though. I missed that apparently. He's going to traitorous the Yoda. Okay, that's an interesting call.
Yoda's just going after him.
Ian's just going straight for the jugular, which I can't say I disapprove of. Okay, so we're down to 4 health remaining here for Anthony. Ian's base completely clean.
Kill her.
Okay, he is going to take the governor out. Takes 1 back.
Super laser blast.
Holy shice. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in this game. That is...
All right, how do you...
Ian's like, I've waited for this moment against you my whole life. My old arch nemesis. And Chewie. I mean, this feels like kind of overkill here. He only needs Yoda to live.
That is absolute freaking bull.
Ian is never going to let Anthony live this down if he wins this match because of this shenanigans. Like, it's 100% going to be on. Okay, no, I lied. The Chewie makes sense here now because he can't kill everything.
Restore for 2.
The restore is going to slow him down.
When I hit for 7 or 5.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Yoda swing deals 7, and that's it. Yoda with a General's Blade just cleaning up game 1 here for Ian. Wow.
I thought it was awesome.
Out the Master Yoda?
Chat, by the way, is continuing to point out how wrong you are. So
I am not wrong.
Really?
I am not wrong. You have to
Outstanding.
finish the card.
Outstanding. Let's go look this up because they're literally telling me where to look. Let's see.
I get the concept of nested triggers. This is not a nested trigger.
All right, 7.1.7.
Not very nice.
If an ability instructs the player to take multiple actions, e.g., play 3 cards, attack with 2 units, whatever, that player performs each action sequentially.
I don't think I'm going to.
Any nested abilities must be resolved before proceeding to the next action. Totally legal.
No. Nested before proceeding to the next action.
Correct. So he
see
chooses all the units he's going to play.
7 point what?
7.1.7 right here. At the very. We have a hard copy of this in the room, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm showing to Trey right here.
I can't play it.
I'll tell you what, if you don't believe me, go ask the judge when we're done. But
well.
like
I don't think you get to
like everyone in chat says you're wrong. While we're having this, guys, it's time for an ad roll. Be right back.
Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for being here. One of the most common questions I get is, how can I support what you're doing with live event coverage of Star Wars Unlimited? Luckily, there are lots of ways, and not all of them actually cost anything. For starters, if you're tuned in on YouTube, throw the live stream a like and subscribe to the channel. A couple of simple clicks, and you'll have helped YouTube's algorithm put more of my Star Wars Unlimited content in front of people who might be interested. If you're tuned in on Twitch, simply throw me a follow. Both of these things won't cost you a cent and actually help a lot more than you think. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you might be able to support me on Twitch with only a few clicks. Once you've linked your Amazon account to Twitch, check the QR code on the screen for help doing that. You can use your Prime subscription to me on Twitch. It's already included in your Amazon Prime membership and costs you nothing additional out of pocket. Similarly, over on YouTube, you can use the Super Chat functionality. Just click the little dollar bill looking icon on the bottom right corner of the screen below the chat window. This is sort of like a tip, right? You can choose a dollar amount on a little scrolling bar and it highlights your chat message simultaneously. If you're interested in helping ensure these kinds of high quality Star Wars Unlimited tournament streams continue well into the future, I would also ask you to check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/craptor. QR code on the screen will take you there. I have 4 tiers of support that each come with various benefits, up to and including the embroidered polo shirts you see the team and I wearing on the stream when we cover events. For the cost of only a single booster pack per month, you can support these kinds of productions and get some really fun perks along the way. Whether you choose to pitch in and help keep us on the air or not, thanks for being here. We love Star Wars Unlimited, we love the community, and we look forward to showcasing more of both in the future.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about ready to start game 2 here. Let's come back to the main show. As well, we caught it right in time. We're going to start things off just like we did last game with the Dr. Pershing.
Then I will play C-3PO.
Call it.
3.
Oh, Ian with the luck there. Calling 3, pulling the Jedi lightsaber right off the top of his deck with the blind 3PO pull.
That was freaking great.
I think Anthony might disagree with your assessment there, Ian, but it was fun to watch.
Pitch that. You good?
Yeah.
Draw. Back to you.
3. We're going to give C-3PO that awesome lightsaber.
There we go.
I was going to say, this feels ballsy because if he's sitting on the power of the dark side, you're just asking to get smashed, and that's exactly what happened.
Ian is feeling himself right now.
I think he's maybe getting a little big for his britches over there.
After ripping 3 regional governors and playing them all, I don't think he knows what a low percentage point he was sitting on for that to pull that off.
No more cards.
What, he's got a takedown again?
Power of the Dark. I thought that was Power
No.
of the Dark Side, but you're right.
Ian can't play Power of the Dark Side. It must have been
He
takedown.
could, but
Okay, you're right. He can. That's a fair point. He can overpay for the same effect. But yes.
not for 3. Well, he did. I don't know. Whatever.
He paid 4.
Yeah.
He spent it all. And then we got a DJ Death Star coming in on the left. Ian hasn't been using Yoda's ability very much. I'm a little surprised by that. Well, I'm just saying, like, he loves this deck, and we've talked about many times one of the reasons that, Yoda and Data Vault doesn't feel so terrible is because you have the ability to cycle through and see more cards than you ordinarily would. That's the first damage that Anthony's done to Ian's base in the entire match.
I think that's a good play right
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca does not die to...
Yep, he can play Power of the Dark Side all he wants, and Chewie will just say, I don't care. You got to kill him the old-fashioned way.
I'm going to fling my butt into him.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to use Palpatine there.
Actually, I think Power of the Dark Side works.
Power of the Dark Side does not work. Because Power of the Dark Side says defeat a unit.
By a card, well, no, it says they choose one and then they defeat that unit.
Correct. And so what happens is you name Chewbacca and then the card fizzles because Chewbacca cannot be defeated by enemy card abilities.
But it's not being defeated by enemy card abilities.
Yes, it is.
It's being defeated by you.
No, it's being defeated by the ability on the card that required you to name it.
That one I'm not as sure of.
No, that one is 100% doesn't work. No Glory does work, chat's pointing out, because you steal the card and then it doesn't matter anymore.
I just fling.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Anthony could be sitting on a Vader and just ambush into Chewie here if he wants. He's got 7 now.
Well, they're rocketing through the early turns, aren't they?
I mean, when your early turns are, oh, I take that. How about that match you and I played the other day? Oh, look, I murdered. Oh, you played a card. I murdered it. Move on. Oh, you played a card. I murdered it. Move on. Like,
hey, look at that.
Hey, look. Who could have predicted it? Anthony finally drawing some value units here in Game 2. Going to swing in with the Dark Lord and see what else he can come up with in there.
I think did he whiff?
Oh, he whiffed completely. Wow.
It's not as big a deal in Palpatine. You don't want to whiff, but it's not. He's not counting on it.
No, it's not the worst thing. I mean, it's not great. Nice. It would have been good, though. Yoda's going to bring in for 5. Okay, we're going to ambush in. Yeah, we're just going to trade. Yeah, we're just going to trade out with the blue leader.
2-2. Or 2-1.
Yeah.
It's a 2 for 1. So.
Yep. One thing about these Yoda decks, right? Their top end is not terrible. So it's like there's nothing wrong with taking Palpatine to the late game, whereas a lot of decks don't want to take Palpatine to the late game. Yoda doesn't care, I don't think.
I don't think Anthony wants to go first here.
He probably does. I mean, he doesn't want to, but that's where we're at. He's on the button.
He could just load up a vigilance. He could load up a vigilance here. Fire that vigilance off.
Looks like that's the plan. He's tapping 6.
Mill
6 and heal 5.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Let's see what we get.
Luke fell.
Got a Luke out of the way. That's pretty good.
So you got 3. He got 3 different Lukes. A Fell the Dragon. That's not a bad. They did pretty well there. It's the flip. It's the flip turn for both leaders here.
You may discard. You may. I'm not going to. There's nothing to discard.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay. Anthony's going to cede the rest of the turn here.
For the blade.
There's the General's Blade again.
Seven to base. Restore 2. Super Laser Blast.
Regional Governor coming back out again, keeping the SLB out of the game.
Good.
I think Anthony's not going to put so much stock in a Super Laser Blast on this one.
I don't think he needs to. I mean, Ian very clearly is cognizant of the threat it represents. Like but I'm not convinced it's a catastrophe for either one of them if one of them fires off. Neither one of them has had giant boards, and there's plenty of units, plenty of game to be played here.
It's just that Yoda with those General's blade on him is not bad.
That is not enjoyable.
That is a card you can play.
Okay, the Snoke is pretty good in this situation here. It's going to make everything a little more difficult to
although Yoda's
deal with. Yoda's still a 5'10".
No, a non-leader. Yoda kills him in 1 hit.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. It is non-leader. So he plays the Snoke to get him murdered and kill the A-Wing? Is that it?
And it puts 6 damage on Yoda.
Possibly.
Unless he rips a Luke here. He plays a big Luke.
Jedi Knight here would be really good.
But he's not. He's just going to take.
Nope, he's saying 5, but that's not right.
That's not right.
Doesn't affect. Okay, good. Anthony's. Look at that. Look at that sportsmanship.
Yep.
Anthony's like, no, that's the thing. You're right. He just murders him.
Yoda takes 6 back, so that's going to be what?
Yeah, Yoda's 9 HP. Yeah, so
Yoda's got 6 left.
Yoda's got 6 HP left.
Anthony has a lot of different card choices than I use. I come up with.
Hold on. I could flip and get nothing and kill that fucking governor.
You could. He's not wrong. He absolutely can do that. That's a legal play.
Unless the
you cannot kill Yoda. You do not have that much strength. You are a 4/10.
He does what, 4?
4.
Not enough.
No. I could kill the. No.
One
Okay,
shot.
I'll claim. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
He
7.
leaves Ian with all his resources. 7 for, I'm guessing, another home 1?
probably.
No, it costs 9, whatever it is. Okay, no, it's going to be the Ewing again. Okay. The General's Blade only... Does the General's Blade only work on a unit? Oh, no, he played the Governor, I think. Yeah, he played the Governor for free. Okay. Having to think backwards through the turn here. Chat pointing out that playing the Governor without a Sentinel beside it is dicey. Fair. The Ewing might fix this here. He has the opportunity to possibly draw into something like a Village Protectors. Which he does. Yep. Village Protectors and a Muppet.
If Anthony can stall this long enough and stay alive long enough, it's going to be... Ian is just really going through his cards.
Yep. You're not wrong.
And then pass.
That would be the one thing that I think that SLB would get him here is that it would prolong, obviously, it would prolong the game.
Consider I'm pulling all those cards now.
Ian's sitting on a whole bunch of Restore he doesn't need, but I guess it's a nice feeling to know that, hey, I've got Restore 4 on the board, so feel free to smack my base around a little bit.
I think maybe you Traitorous the Governor?
If he's got a Traitorous, it wouldn't be a bad call.
Or
we could just casually drop a Devastator onto the board.
Just smoke
Yoda. And just turn him into paste.
That's
a way you could do that because the rest of these threats collectively are not very large.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I mean, it's an 8-point swing, so it's pretty even. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-point swing.
I mean, Anthony spent all his resources. Unless he's going to bring out Palp, he basically is going to just claiming here, which I think he does. Ian basically with a free run of the board at this stage.
I think you take Palp out here. I don't maybe some sort of. Oh, I guess he didn't.
I don't think I would have claimed it there. I think I would have. I mean, yes, you're not going to get any value out of flipping Palpatine and not getting anything out of it, but I still think I probably would have done it just to keep the game moving, for lack of a better way to put it.
I find Chewbacca an interesting play, a counter to Palpatine, because I play this Palpatine deck. My list is different, but I play this Palpatine deck, and I don't see how I've never lost. I'm sure I can lose, but I've never lost with it, and I just don't see how other cards can get through it. But except for Chewbacca, I see how Chewbacca works.
Yeah, Chewbacca's brilliant because you have to physically attack him, right? Ooh, stealing the Village Protectors. Four for a takedown.
Fell the dragon.
4 for a Fell the Dragon on the Devastator. Little surprised he didn't swing in with the Devastator first. Onyx Tie, double Fell the Dragon. No, that's a confiscate.
Confiscate to get his guys
Goodness
back.
gracious, I love it. And then an Onyx.
What are we doing?
Fling.
Fling at 1.
Heal for 2.
Ping and Chewie.
5 to base.
Using Palpatine. He's going to steal Chewie.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so it would be 16 damage on... Yes, Chewie is not defeated. Of course he can.
Not being captured.
He's not being captured. He's not being bounced. That's legal.
Yeah, he should be taken.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I've got the base health right now.
Okay.
So that's what you do.
Let's do...
It's not a bad call.
Power.
Now something has to die.
Okay.
Probably Yoda. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a terrible call.
I will Yoda.
Palpatine smacks into the protectors. Yoda does his ability. Oop, that was deploy. I apologize.
1.
Another confiscate.
And then 1 more to your base.
Okay, so there's Yoda's actual ability, which is look at the top of things.
Anthony, next time manifest something else.
19 damage on here for Anthony Eanes, still with a clean base. We're deep into game 2.
Let's see.
Trying to see what angry triangles he has in his hand.
Look at that little jerk.
He's got an Annihilator. That's an
I don't know
Annihilator.
what that one does.
He can't afford it yet. It costs 12. Basically, he names a card. He goes through Ian's hand and deck and removes all the cards that have that name. Ian counting. Looks like he's up to 11 resources now. Chewie going to take out the protectors. Needs to ready Yoda, too. There you go. Oh, Annihilator's 11, so he can't afford the Annihilator if he wants. My apologies. I thought it was 12. It's 12, but it costs 11. Thank you, chat. They're both on 11 resources at this stage. Ian tapped 6. Pretty sure that's 6. Seven for another U-Wing.
Running out of cards over here.
Ooh, that deck is getting thin.
Mm-hmm.
Piss you off, and I think
I mean,
I'm
it's
going
going to put some of them back, but still.
Okay, we're going to go Village Protector,
Okay.
Vader.
Not really doing anything.
He's going to play the other regional governor and name Vader. Let's look at this ground arena real quick. Got to do some alignment there. Oh, my goodness gracious. All 3 regional governors in play right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen this. So Darth Vader he's named Darth Vader, Overwhelming Barrage, and Super Laser Blast are the 3 cards that Anthony cannot play right now.
So we got
They all do 1 damage, though, so like you're just going to take some damage while he attacks through it, and the other big stuff gets played.
Chat saying the governors are about to get annihilated. It's very possible. We're going to no glory only results. The village protectors.
Does the Annihilator kill everything, all of them that are in play too?
I believe so.
Hit it, pull it up.
Hold on. You may defeat an enemy unit, yes, when played. If you do, search its controller's deck and hand for each card with that unit's name and discard. Yes. He could play 1 Annihilator and wipe out all 3 cards.
Wait. No.
Yes.
Hit it again.
Read it.
It says look at their hand and their discard and their
No, it
deck
says
and
when
graveyard.
played, name a unit. You may defeat an enemy unit when played.
1.
Yeah.
Not
Search
all
his controller's deck and hand for each card. Okay, so because they're in play, he can't get rid of them.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. Because they're on the board. Yes. My apologies.
If I lose by 1 damage, I lose by 1 damage.
This match is getting silly.
This has devolved into us standing around on a Tuesday night watching these 2 play.
That's kind of what this is. I mean, we're just doing it in front of an audience now.
I know. You're wrong. Read the card. No, you're wrong. Read the rules.
It's not my fault. You don't know the rules, man.
It's not my fault. You can't RTFC.
I bet Wes and
Ian's like, that must be laughing their asses off in there. That's exactly what he just said. He's like, well, you're not wrong.
Oh, I claim.
Okay, Ian's on the button.
All right, here we go. But there's still plenty of time left in this.
There's ton. I mean, technically, yeah. Yes. Quick refresh on the regional governors, ladies and gentlemen. That Super Laser Blast, Overwhelming Barrage, and Darth Vader cannot be played at the moment. We're going to play a Luke. There's the Annihilator. Okay.
But it's not going to...
Dead. Show me your hand and go through your deck and kill the rest.
Okay, so every card called Luke Skywalker in this poor deck is going away.
Pull him out.
want the other Luke?
There's one more Luke in there. We know he's flushed 2 Luke. He got off the Vigilance earlier. He got 2 Luke pilots and 1 Jedi Knight.
And
So
one of the things I think
that's
is
the second Jedi Knight.
I think is interesting is that there's a difference between a title and a name. He's
Correct.
hitting all the cards that are named
That's
Luke
correct.
Skywalker with different titles.
So
that's crazy.
Are you familiar with George Hudson? George the Hulk over on the various okay.
Nah.
So back in the Richmond qualifier, he played Darth Vader Datavault, old school Vader, trying to chase the showcase, which he did win at that event.
Right.
He got annihilated. His opponent called Devastator. He played all 3 red Devastators and all 3 green Devastators, and he got annihilated for all of them in a game.
Wow.
It can happen.
I'll kill the Vigilance chick.
Vigilance chick. Okay.
Oh, so one of them was named Vigilance. Okay. So Darth Vader, Vigilance, and...
Oh, he must have
SLB.
changed one then. Okay, he said Overwhelming Barrage. We missed it when he changed it. I apologize. Now, chat's also pointing out something interesting.
Anthony needs to take a damage.
Okay. No, he's got 19 on.
No, on Palp. He killed a 4 with Palp a minute ago, and then he just attacked into a 1.
Well, he's... Whatever.
Palp should have 5 on him.
Okay. General's Blade on the Regional Governor feels terrible.
5 more to
Annihilator, the way the text on Annihilator is worded, technically I believe Anthony is allowed to pick up the deck and go through them, as opposed to Ian doing it on his behalf, which is kind of what we just saw.
24 is just not that. When you're sitting on a Colossus with 35 health, having 24 damage doesn't feel that.
Doesn't feel awful. Doesn't feel that terrifying, especially when your opponent is looking at a pair of 1/4s is the best he's got across from you, right?
We'll call the one.
Well, that guy's a 4/7, which he's a little threatening, but the 1/4 is.
Okay, so the 2 regional covers still on the board. We're for Vader and Super Laser Blast. We're getting rid of the 1 for Vader now. I'm pretty sure that was a Rival's Fall that we saw, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
We paid 6.
I will Yoda.
I think Ian's scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Okay, he's going to kill the last regional governor. No, that was me.
Oh, that was you tapping.
That was me tapping over here.
Kill what chick?
This feels like Anthony's just now flexing instead of winning. He's just going to make him. He's going to win the game and make sure Ian has nothing left. Very Emperor.
He's gonna pull an Ender Wiggin. He's gonna win this war and all future wars.
Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna play. Looks like a takedown on Palpatine.
Did he have 5 health left?
He had 4 health left.
All right.
Follow that up with a super laser, a DJ Death Star over here.
Have no damage to heal.
But we have a massive space signal that immediately just gets annihilated. But it does. I see what I did there. Yeah. But it does put some damage on Annihilator. That's interesting. If he can put enough damage on the Annihilator, he can fell the dragon on that thing.
Place 12 resources.
Annihilator does not have Overwhelm. You're thinking of Executor. Executor has Overwhelm. Annihilator does not.
So here we go.
Trust me, I know my death triangles.
12. Oh, he's.
How much you got left?
What, resources?
Yeah.
12 or I don't know, 5, 9 resources.
Whew, what a slog this battle has been.
Pop shield. Draw a card. Back to you.
Ooh, that'll do it. That looked like a Snoke. That'll kill that guy.
That would make this Battlefield Marine. That would make this game start to feel really, really good for Anthony. It's taken a long time to get here, but I think he might actually be on the verge of it.
Just the grindy weight of the Empire. Oh,
Ambush him in.
Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter crew.
Yellow card.
The tech, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to you.
He's going to pull that Vigilance out of his discard pile. What do you bet?
Beautiful.
What, do we see what event he grabbed?
Vigilance.
Vigilance. That's what I thought.
It's sitting on top of his hand.
Okay.
I threw, and then he gave me one.
I will Yoda.
Vigilance.
Heal 5, mill 6.
Kill that. Heal 5.
Killed
Okay,
it.
going to kill the Marine and heal 5.
Should've milled me, man.
Yeah, I think you should have milled him too.
We're definitely not getting a third game in.
We gotta hurry up.
They're not getting a third game in.
Kanan.
Yoda won't let me kill you.
Why won't you just roll over and die like a good little player, Anthony? I don't understand. Why did he not attack with the Annihilator that turn? What is happening?
Either mill him out or don't.
Why do you play a 12-12 super start? Oh, no, that was the round he played Redemption. He did attack with it. Yes, that was the Redemption turn. Okay, never mind.
No, that was the last turn.
They kind of blur together at this point. That's an Avenger. Ian needs to hang it up now.
Yeah, if Ian wants any shot of this going
If
to
Ian
time,
wants a shot at
it's
this,
over.
if Ian wants a shot at this match, he needs to call it.
Swing for 12.
Swing for 12. Hey, you did some damage.
I think that'll be one of the things we talk about on the podcast.
Learning when to concede. No, this is an important point though.
Yeah.
Because I called a match in Minnesota that was like this. Like it went on. I think the middle game, much like this, went to like the opponent should have conceded, and as a result of them not conceding, the match ended on time.
Right. I mean, it's a real thing.
Power.
Chat saying knowing when to scoop is an art. I agree. Some of it's knowing your own deck. But I mean, it's 20 to base here with the death triangles. That's going to leave Ian on 1 HP.
That's a whole other turn.
Like just call it, man.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Scoop.
And we know he can win this matchup because he won game 1. So there's no reason to.
And he has a bunch of cards that are very targeted at what Palpatine wants to do.
Yeah, like he can absolutely win game 3. He just needs to stop
Seven.
trying to win this one.
Stop tilting at windmills here, Ian, and
I don't even
move
know
on to the
if
next
I
one.
have units left.
This is just slowing it down.
Yeah, this feels bad.
I have exactly 10 cards left.
With a tire they both knocked out. You know they might be actually. Chat asking. I'm not sure. I think they would be.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'd be 2-1. They'd be 2-2-1 each.
They would be down a total of 8 points, and you can only be down like they're every loss is you not winning 3 points.
Yeah.
And so
Bright hope.
2 losses are probably winning or probably not going to make it. Somebody's going to make it at 2 losses, but probably not if
Yeah.
you've lost this early.
I mean,
But
that's my one turn.
if you're down 8 points because you drew, you're definitely not getting in.
Yeah.
Oh, shovel it again?
Yeah. No good. He did.
No glory.
The
Ian,
disdain as he reaches over
buddy.
with his card and flips the.
you just need to call it.
Play an awesome lightsaber on Yoda.
No good. He did.
Call it, my friend.
Okay, I will claim
Take 20.
20.
I think you're dead. No, you got 1.
I got 1 left.
Oh my
He didn't need to. He actually didn't even need to steal and kill Yoda. He could have just attacked with the Avenger.
You got super laser blast?
What?
You got super laser blast?
I don't have super laser blasts.
Pick it up and shuffle, boys.
I'll play this, but it doesn't matter. Want to go to game 3?
Yes.
Yes. All right, boys. Good luck. All right. Well, they shuffle up. I'm going to go make a small adjustment to Ian's camera. And
You never know.
think you can entertain chat for a minute?
Oh, I'm sitting
Why are
here-
you still reading rules for?
because I didn't make it through them to read. I don't just quietly go into the good night. If I'm wrong, then I'll just be like, I'm wrong, and I will
What are
update
you-
my stuff. We had a whole conversation
Still
about this
reading
on the
rules?
podcast.
Well, that's true.
I will, if I'm wrong, all of my contention about this stems from my understanding that you finish what the card is on before you do any triggered abilities. So if that's not correct, then I'm wrong. But I'm going to go through and make sure that's not correct because that
Okay.
is my full understanding.
Okay. You do you. If he gets stalled for 12 minutes, he gets the win. Yeah, that's not a thing. All right. Be right back.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's run out.
Less than 10 minutes.
I gotta say, I kind of like Ian being off the side of the camera, kind of less important, almost in the background of his own headshot. as he spikes the camera, looking at us.
Shocking. I'm too short.
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
It's fun to watch, though. It's fun to watch these go back. It's fun to watch the little disdain moments of Anthony and Ian going at it, like when Anthony plays a card to kill Ian's space unit and reach over and flips it off the board with the card. That was fun.
But yeah, I've already decided now that the title of our next podcast is going to be Knowing When to Scoop.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Right
that's the main subject of our next. That's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. Wednesday night's podcast.
We got paired up.
I think it's great.
Did Ian Mulligan?
It's all you ever
I think maybe.
Is this what
He
you
needs-
wanted, though?
Part of his problem also, his hand. He's got those little hobbit hands.
That's true.
Shuffling a 60-card deck is actually challenging for him. I'm deadly serious. We had this
You're right.
conversation when he came over to my house the week before we went to Denver. He was playing at this deck, and he was struggling to shuffle in this too many cards. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Fast and cheap.
Okay. I get initiative, right?
Yes, you may have initiative.
All right. Ian going to start on the button here in what promises to be a very, very quick and very, very bloody Game 3.
8 minutes.
You got this, boys. Regional Governor just going to go straight for the jugular with Pershing.
I'm like, holy shit.
How?
Did you see Anthony start to throw down Pershing?
I
Have
did
to pull it back.
I didn't actually. That's
he starts
hilarious.
to throw down Pershing, so he puts it back, throws down the Onyx, and Ian gives us one of these.
Yeah.
One of these. Y'all can't see me. The flex.
The
muscle
flexing.
flex.
Yeah, Ian flexing over there.
Kill it.
Death.
Take 1 or 2 back. 2,
Take
right?
2. You're up.
And a super laser attack.
I always find this an interesting choice. Like, is the damage, is the extra damage from the super laser technician and the extra resource worth not throwing him and drawing a card? That's when I'm playing this and I'm in this situation where you have the super laser tech and you have Palpatine. Like, he can use one to throw the super laser tech at somebody. I guess he could kill the guy up top, and that's what he'll end up doing. I was thinking more of attacking into the guy.
Yeah, I say if I'm Anthony, I'm 100% spending 1 to throw this guy.
Yeah.
That's 100% what I'm doing. And for me, it's not about the damage. It's about the card advantage.
Right.
It's about trying to make up the deficit that I deal with by starting with Colossus as my base.
Interesting. And he gets Pershing down.
What happened? He picked it up.
Bright Hope has
Bright Hope. He picked it up with Bright Hope.
He
picked it up
the
with Bright
little known
Hope.
text
Okay.
that nobody ever uses.
Yes. I mean, I've used it. It's uncommon, but it is there.
I wish I could get some ramp in.
I think that's one of the big differences in games 2 and 3 is that Anthony has ramped and Ian hasn't in game 2 and hasn't so far in this game either.
Did you hear what he named?
Vader.
Vader. Okay.
Coming in with Darth Vader on the regional governor play this time.
2 to base.
He picked up vigilance off of that. That's a strong.
Off the draw there, the Pershing draw.
Yeah, the Pershing draw.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba.
Chat pointing out that when you pick a unit up with Bright Hope, you should have drawn a card. I'm not sure he did.
I didn't see.
Okay.
What
I
was
don't know.
that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Judges are looking for somebody. Not my problem. I got a game to call.
Heal for 5 mil for 6.
Okay, we're going straight for the heal/mill shenanigans here. Let's see what we get. U-Wing, Battlefield, Luke, another U-Wing, 2 U-Wings? That hurts.
I don't know why we're playing.
Battlefield Marine.
Yeah, there's no way we're finishing, but that's
Flame. Flame.
yeah, pass.
Part of me almost wants, when they call time, I want to go out there and say, keep playing for 5 more minutes and see if you can finish, because that's the 5 minutes that you lost because Ian didn't concede quick enough in game 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm genuinely curious to see what they can do in 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, actually.
Well, it kind of doesn't. When they call time, everything changes.
Yeah, when they call time, when they
it-
call time, these guys will be able to do things. And traitors. What do you steal there? Oh, the Battlefield Marine.
Battlefield Marine.
Yeah.
No, my part. That's okay though.
Yoda comes out on 7, right?
Yoda comes out on 7.
So we've got
Two
a
to base.
takedown and an annihilator.
3 to base.
Who's that governor called?
Vader.
Vader?
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Governor.
Governor. We need a governor. Let's run governor into here.
That's interesting.
It is a little surprising. Oh, he wants to make sure a unit dies so he can set something up with Yoda.
I will
I always plan something for free with Yoda
He's going to try.
or cheap.
He's going to use Yoda to stack his deck. This is the value that we haven't seen Ian get out of this yet. Is line up?
Well, let Ian put the stuff back.
I know.
Well, Anthony was getting ready to play.
Oh, okay,
I was talking to Anthony because he can hear me through
of
that
course,
little square on the screen.
he can totally hear you. But we haven't seen Ian using the deck stacking for Yoda's flip or for things like you're my only hope.
Yep, here's a You're My Only Hope, probably.
You think so?
Well, hang on. He put something back.
You got to play the card.
Anthony gets to play, right?
No, Anthony drew. So now we're going to play. Okay. So we're going to get a free. We're going to get a Luke for 2 resources here.
That guy.
What just happened? Oh, he threw him.
Luke.
Okay, he's going to pick
Yeah,
Luke.
he's about to steal Luke.
How thematic.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like in the movie, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony getting set up for his flip turn here. It is the flip turn now for both leaders. Anthony on 8, Ian on 7.
So Ian has to get this attack in first.
Six to base.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'll take your Luke.
Figured as much.
I think I might have waited at that point.
You think so?
Maybe.
2 more to base.
Depends on what I had in my hand. Boy, Palpatine having a 6 smack restore 3 on his side of the board is
That's pretty good.
Pretty good, kids. That's some good value.
6 is going to get another vigilance.
Another vigilance off.
So we're going to heal 5 and mill 6.
Gonna run me out of cards, huh? We got Yoda, Phoenix, Chewie, no. No more.
2 Phoenixes, a home 1, a Chewie. Some pretty good stuff in there.
Not great.
Pretty sure this is 100% going to time. I don't think anybody's going to win at this stage.
Not with that. Not with that.
No.
Not with somebody doing that right there.
Claim.
Yeah.
Anthony claims Ian's going to flip Yoda.
2.
3.
I get nothing.
You get nothing. He flipped Yoda blind.
He could kill Luke with that, right?
With Yoda?
Well, doesn't that just give him minus X?
No. It's defeat a unit that costs less than what you...
Ah, right on.
He's going to get a free Chewbacca here.
4 more to your base.
And 4 more to base.
So now Anthony wants to murder the village protectors here.
He has to murder the village protectors first. Palpatine to ping the shield. Luke to run him over. We'll do just fine.
We'll just play something that kills the guy.
Chat asking if we know what Anthony sided in. So, as a rule, guys...
That's another way to do it.
Yeah, we could just take him and steal him out of the way. Because during the Swiss rounds, deck lists are not open. Even if we can see sideboarding decisions, we don't talk about them because that's information the players at the table shouldn't have. And theoretically, somebody could watch the stream and text their buddy or something like that. So we just don't go there. Once we get to the top cut, deck lists are open in public. We'll have all those conversations we can. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to play a Luke
Kill that.
to murder his own village people.
Chewie. Take 6.
Kill
Luke's going
Chewie.
to smash Chewie. Clear that out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised he didn't swing in with Chewie first, but oh no, he had to clear the village people
Right.
first. Yep, my bad.
That's a big play for me. I mean, not this. I mean, this match is over, so
Yeah.
kind of draw, but
Trade off Luke.
Take 6.
All right, time has been called, so we've got this turn. We've got to finish this round and play one more turn.
Let's just call it a draw. We don't need to do another phase. I'm not going to do 33 damage, and you're not. Or I'm not going to do 19 damage, and you're not going to do 33 damage. Kid.
19 damage, huh? Yeah.
19, yeah, whatever.
So you should, now that they're
whatever it is, he's not going to. He's right. He's not going to happen.
Since they're not going to do this, you should pop your head out there and see if they stop him. If you want to see him play.
I'm going to go mention it, but it's going to be too late. I'll say this. I think in the end, because of how this game was going, 5 more minutes wouldn't have made it.
Wouldn't have mattered.
But I don't know that.
Right.
I think it's still a very, very worthy. Chat's like 35 minus 6 equals 19. I think we're 100% need to have that conversation on the podcast, because this is not the first time it's come up. We've seen this before. We talked about it in Minneapolis. It's obviously an impact here. I think figuring out when to decide your game is over is an important skill. Mm-hmm. It's clock management. It's the equivalent of clock management in like the NFL. Yeah. Right? You're managing time to try and put yourself in a position to walk away with a full win. Maybe you won't, but you're making better decisions to try and get there.
Right. You just make the right decisions to put yourself in a position to take advantage of time.